Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining. This is Dr. Steve Kahn. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more of this informational content. Today we're going to take a look at the pancreas. The pancreas is a very important organ when it comes to both the digestive function and the endocrine function. So this stomach, the gland itself here is actually found behind the stomach. So a lot of times this gland is oftentimes forgotten, but you have to keep in mind the stomach is going to be kind of in the front or anteriorly, and the pancreas itself is kind of hidden on the posterior side of everything. It's a triangular organ where you have the tail of the pancreas next to the spleen on the far left, and you have the head of the pancreas in line with the C shape of the duodenum. This portion that you're seeing here is the first segment of the small intestine, which is the duodenum. Now, the digestive function of the pancreas is pretty simple. We have certain type of cells called acinar cells, and they secrete pancreatic juice. That pancreatic juice goes down the pancreatic ducts into the duodenum, where they're activated, and they're going to help break down all the food stuff that we eat. So in reality, 99% of the function of the pancreas is digestive in nature. But we usually focus on the endocrine side of things. So that's digestive. On the endocrine side of things, we have another type of cell called the islets of Langerhans. And that's what you're seeing up here on the board. If we look at these cells here that are a little darker in shape around the periphery, these are all the acinar cells. And the acinar cells, remember, they produce pancreatic juice that are going to help break down all the food stuff that we eat. Carbs, proteins, fats, you name it, the pancreas breaks it down. The endocrine function are these kind of light cells that you're seeing here. These are called islets because if we were to zoom out for a second, you can actually see that all the dark structures that you're seeing all over the place here, those are the acinar cells. That's an island, 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 and island. This is an island, these are all islands basically. So because of that, the term here is called an islet. And they're called islets of Langerhans. And within them, there are several cell populations that have important functions. We're going to only focus on two. We're going to focus on alpha and beta cells. So alpha cells basically produce glucagon, and beta cells produce insulin. So what do these two hormones do? If my blood sugar levels go high, if I were to eat a lot of chocolate right now and my blood sugar levels go up, I need a hormone that's going to help capture all that free glucose and help deposit that glucose into cells, because I don't want my blood sugar levels to go past 120 milligrams per deciliter. So what hormone is going to assist in capturing all that free glucose and depositing it into cells? Is it going to be insulin or glucagon? It's going to be insulin. What cell makes insulin? Beta cells. Where are beta cells found? Are they acinar cells or are they islets of Langerhans? They are islets of Langerhans. So don't forget that. Islets of Langerhans, you've got alpha cells and beta cells. Alpha cells, they produce glucagon. Beta cells produce insulin. So let's do the opposite now. Now I haven't eaten anything all day. My blood sugar levels are starting to crash below 60 milligrams per deciliter, which is my baseline for normal. Now I'm at 50, now I'm at 45, now I'm at 40. Well, the pancreas is going to stimulate alpha cells now to basically stimulate certain target organs that store glucose in the form of glucagon. And what organs are these? The major organ for storing glucose is the liver. So the liver has a lot of storage of glucagon, and it's going to convert that stored glucagon into glucose so that my blood glucose levels go up, and my body can then use that free glucose as an energy source, right? So those are called alpha cells that produce glucagon that are going to increase my blood sugar levels, my blood glucose levels. When we say blood sugar levels, the principal sugar we're dealing with, the monosaccharide, is glucose. So it's going to increase my blood glucose levels. If I have too much sugar, if I ate too much chocolate, for example, my blood glucose levels are already high. I need a hormone that's going to decrease my blood glucose levels. What hormone is that? It's going to be insulin. Who produces insulin? My beta cells. My beta cells found where? In my islets of Langerhans from my pancreas. So these hormones work in opposition to each other. They are antagonistic to each other. But we do need both to have proper blood glucose levels throughout the day. Thanks so much for joining. See you in the next one.